Eating disorders don't affect just you. They affect your body and your mind a lot, like a horrible amount, a lot. But they don't just affect you. They affect the closest people around you. And so today I'm going to be talking about that dynamic. I never really had to come out to my family about it. My mom and my sister were the closest ones who knew and saw my eating disorder before I did, so I didn't have to come out to them because they already knew. In this most recent time, in this most recent low point of mine, the recovery process was hard and I needed to lean on them. And how that was successful was not only educating myself, but getting these articles and giving them to them. They were able to see how I was planning my recovery, how I thought it was going to go, and how I plan to continue doing it. How do I keep it up? That was my plan. They were on board. They were part of my army. People around me, like my friends, didn't really know until I came to them. So people saw glimpses of me. They called me the closet savage because I was so serious and studious all the time, except sometimes I would be really goofy and silly and sarcastic, and that would be the closet savage. I was also called the fruit girl because from the people who worked at the cafeteria, because I ate or binged on so much cantaloupe. But nevertheless, it happened. As for the relationships, my relationship with my mom and my sister have changed dramatically for the better, because they didn't really understand why I was doing this to myself, and it was affecting our relationship because they wanted me to change so much, yet I wasn't willing to. Until I got to this point, when I was willing to, it was such a better relationship. We were able to talk and smile and have fun and do things, and they weren't walking on eggshells, and I wasn't either, and it's been pretty good. Of course, there have been some times where I've just needed to stop them and say, you've said something wrong. I need you to not say that thing. But they've always been very diligent about fixing it and how to treat me well. As for my friends, coming out to them wasn't too hard. In the beginning, I only trusted a selected few, and the selected few I chose because I knew they weren't going to force feed me. Because a lot of people want to do that when you come out as anorexic, and that does not help. But then as I started recovery, pretty much everyone who knows me knows about my eating disorder, which is how I'd want it. Sure, people have said stupid things, but I'm too far in my recovery process to let that bother me. Well, it will bother me, but it won't let me relapse, if you know what I mean. So, you definitely need your team, and your team needs to be what you want. I want my team to be educated, and I wanted my team to say the right things. So I criticized how they talked to me, and I made sure that they were doing what I needed, what I wanted, and because they want what's best for me, they were happy to do so. Relationships change, and they always change for the better. You are not yourself when you have your eating disorder. You show glimpses, just like I was the closet savage, but I wasn't always me. And now I am me, and I have such better relationships with everybody. I've gotten on a deeper level with everybody because you seem a lot less fake. That's what somebody said to me. I was fake before, and now I'm real. And it's easier to relate to somebody who's real. It's easier to talk to somebody who's real, who's not putting up a front. It can be scary to tell people, especially in what stage of recovery you are in, but I've never regretted telling anybody, if that helps. I was asked this by Claire, I think is her name, who asked me this question, so I hope this video helped you, Claire. And I'd love to know how all of you guys are doing and what your struggles and triumphs are of these past few days. I hope you guys have a great day, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.